Oh, hold on. Hi, guys. Happy day to you. I hope you're well. I am just coming on for a collective reading. This is a timeless reading. It's also a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This doesn't have to resonate for you at any specific time. Whenever you are guided to watch this reading and it resonates, then that's the message for you in that moment. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Mama. How are you all? This is also a general reading, so it's not sign specific. So this is just a collective reading. All signs, any sign. Hi, DJ ZJ's World. Blessings to you as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys are feeling well. So, let's tap into the collective today. Okay. Well, tapping into the collective today, and I was just shuffling and some cards came out, so we're going to talk about these cards. You have the Magician in reverse and the Knight of Swords in reverse. It seems that there have been some attacks upon your name, attacks upon your character, your lifestyle, your way of being, your mode of efficiency. That's interesting. So maybe that's at work. The way that you get your job done, or the way that you do your job, or in some cases, the way you life. I'm talking about the mode of efficiency comment or statement. Something about your work or your job or how you do things, how you get things done. There's a level of skepticism here. Somebody doesn't believe that you are legit. Somebody doesn't believe that you are what you say you are, or you are who you say you are. And so they constantly try to test you. They constantly try to create situations, manifest situations, manipulate situations, the Magician in reverse, to sabotage you, Knight of Swords in reverse, to prove that you're not who you are, you're not who you say you are. But that keeps backfiring on them because you are who you say you are. Underneath the deck is Justice. Overall energy is Justice to the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is that energy that they've been trying to trap you in. Although the Eight of Swords for you feels like you've been feeling trapped somehow. Ace of Wands is next at the bottom of the deck. Okay, and what I was going to say was, with the Ace of Wands, you are inspired. You're feeling inspired somehow to do something, to say something, or to act in a certain way. That's what this really feels like. Ace of Wands is you feeling inspired to act in a certain way. Underneath the Ace of Wands is the Seven of Wands. And that's defending yourself, holding your honor, holding a new stance, holding your ground. That's what's bringing justice into your life here. In terms of these energies that have been malefic, that have been literally working against you. Okay. That's enough of that message. Yeah. I don't want to talk too much about that. Because really there is a level of responsibility needing to be taken. So, what's going on in the cosmos right now? Listen, Mercury is retrograde. Yes, we know that. Hey, DA Studios. Hey, Shanika. Hi, you woman, you. Hello, everybody. Happy day to you. Thank you so much for being here, for tuning in. I also want to give a big shout out to all of us for still being alive. I mean that. So what's been going on in the cosmos? Well, check it out. Mercury is still retrograde, but Mercury retrograde is going to be really tense. This Mercury retrograde is going to be very tense throughout. Maybe it may seem more tense than usual. Why? Because Mercury is squaring up with Saturn this whole time. Mercury is making a square with Saturn throughout the duration, the whole of this retrograde. That is making things even more intense. But what's driving this energy that I'm feeling for the collective is, yes, Mercury retrograde, yes, the square with Mercury and Saturn, but also Saturn being in Sagittarius. Now, not Sagittarius, excuse me, Saturn being in Capricorn. Now, this is from the true sidereal point of view, okay? Not Western tropical mainstream astrology. Keep that in mind. But Saturn being in Capricorn is giving a drive, a real push to this energy, even almost an anxiety or an anxious feeling to this energy, this need to change. Capricorn, think of it this way, Capricorn is a cardinal sign, okay? Cardinal signs move and move fast. Think Aries, okay? Cancer, what else? Capricorn, yes, and Libra. Okay, okay, so there's the drive you're feeling here, the drive to change, the drive to create new, and that's with Saturn being in Capricorn. Then add Mercury retrograde squaring up with Saturn. Mercury retrograde giving you the opportunity to rewrite things or shit going wrong, things breaking down, communication breaking down, lines of communication breaking down, where it is you thought you had the ability to communicate with someone, now you no longer see that opportunity because things are going all over the place. That's Mercury retrograde. But all of that chaos gives you an opportunity, no matter how you see it in the moment, it gives you an opportunity to rewrite something, to change something. That's what I've been saying, right? So there is a drive, there is a push, an energetic vibrancy or resonance right now of changing things. And I feel like the collective is overzealous in some ways, like trying to take on a little bit too much too soon or altogether. A little bit, you could say it's like your eyes are bigger than your stomach right now. That's the Capricorn energy that Saturn is in. And it's hitting us this way because Mercury is squaring with Saturn. And that square between Mercury and Saturn is creating some like a tension or an opposition, is creating an obstacle, a challenge, something to overcome. But you can't overcome this obstacle. You cannot complete this challenge. You cannot answer this question in the same old way. That's what a square means. You have to find a new and innovative way to handle the situation that is ahead of you. Okay? So, Mercury retrograde is giving you an opportunity to do that, to find that new way, but you have to be able to learn. Mercury is all about learning, teaching, communication, okay? You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to open up. You have to be willing to take a step back and be observant, be receptive. You have to be willing to be receptive, which means you have to surrender. If you're going to find a new way around things, if you're going to find that new mode or modality to be the magician, to manifest what it is that you want, then you have got to stop resisting and fall back and just observe and see what's going on, see what's really going on around you. Then you will be able to figure out a new way to approach it. Because yes, quite frankly, it is a new energy. It's a new existence. It's a new way of being. I'm hearing it's a new soul setting. It does feel like our souls have gone through an upgrade, doesn't it? And yeah, we talk about upgrades all the time here in these channels. But Doesn't it just feel like your soul is different? Like it's been reset somehow? Yes, you may be facing some of the old problems, some of the old mindsets from the past, but your soul feels different in the terms of, or in the sense of it wanting to do things differently, is what I just heard. Recognizing this pattern and desperately wanting to break out of it. That's a lot of that drive from Capricorn energy. Okay. I just noticed that my red lettuce here is flowering, which means that I'm probably going to have more lettuce seeds soon. I like that. Let's get into this for the collective then. You guys, it is hot today. I took a shower this morning. I'm 11:11 on the counter. I mean, I may have to take another one before I go to bed tonight. First card out for the collective right now is the Nine of Pentacles. Independence, sovereignty. Ooh, the 9 to the 10. Oh shit, you guys. The 9 to the 10. The 9 of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles is your soul's evolution. Believe it or not, you guys, whomever is resonating with this reading, you have completed a life goal. And I said this a few days ago in a live stream. Believe it or not, you have completed a soul's goal, a soul's mission on Earth, on this planet, whether it's just this lifetime that your soul desired this, or it's been over a span of lifetimes that your soul has desired this. You have done this. You've gone from the 9 and now you are at the 10. You've reached a new level of soul efficiency. I'm hearing also soul sobriety, soul sovereignty. Another aspect or another facet of your individual personality has been solidified. But you see, wait, you woman, that's the point. You're saying it's hard to register it as that. This time has been so still and has not been changing in the material world. No, it hasn't been changing in the material world, but it has been changing in the spiritual, hasn't it? Or in the energetic, in the ethers. At least that's what it feels like. Because like I was saying, you're still experiencing some of the shit from, from the 3D that was an aspect of your life before. But now, as you're experiencing it, your soul is different. Your drive is different. Your energetic vibration is different. And yes, it is pretty subtle. It's pretty subtle. It's not like a huge, massive change. That would be too much energy. It is quite subtle, but it is going to create a drastic change in your physical eventually. Exactly, you woman, you. You can feel it in your body and you can see it in your dream space. Yep. I definitely feel it in my body. Definitely feel it in my body. That's excellent, DA. You lost all anxiety from before, in a sense. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay. Next is the 10 of Swords. There you go. There you go. To the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this has cleared up a lot. This has cleared up a lot of what has been mucking you up, we'll say. This has been clearing up a lot of what has been mucking you up, or mucking up your vibration, your energetic resonance, specifically getting tuned into the energy that you want to be in and staying there. Okay, 3 of Pentacles is the overall energy at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, self-mastery. Oh, look at this, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, but I'm telling them not to take it. All right, what's going on with the collective right now? 8 of Wands. There you go. 10 of Swords, Queen of Wands, 8 of Wands. With 444 on the counter. Beautiful, you guys. Cleared up a lot of space, cleared up a lot of energy. Fast moving energy, forward movement energy. There aren't really many obstacles. The obstacles that you're facing right now are obstacles that are meant to be overcome, that you have the clarity to really deal with now. The clear open space, the clear open energy to really deal with it now, to really handle this topic. What's the Queen of Wands? Show us more about the Queen of Wands, please, for the collective. The Eight of Pentacles. You've done a lot of work. You have done a lot of work to cultivate this energy, is what I'm hearing. And you continue to do the work. You're determined to do the work. We have 8, 9, 10 here now. Yep. You have completed this process on your own, by yourself, by the work that you have done. Oh wow, King of Swords to the Two of Wands. I mean, basically speaking, you were very honest with yourself and you made a decision. Do I want to go left, or do I want to continue going left, or do I want to go right? And if you're standing in this position right now, you made the hard objective decision of saying, I want to go right. Why? Because I want to get to a certain spot. I want to get to X, Y, and Z. So in order to get to X, Y, and Z, I have to go through A, B, and C first. And that meant going right. And then you did the work to follow through with it. And then there's the world. There's the completion of that process right there. And, you know, I just wanted to say sorry about it. Sorry about it. There are some individuals watching, either right now during this live, feels most likely, or they will be watching later, that are trying to spy, that are trying to get information on how they can tear down individuals in the collective. And literally all I want to say to you is sorry about it, because you're not going to be able to keep up. You're too low vibrational. Your energy is too low vibrational to be able to keep up with this, or keep up with this person, this person's energy, this person's development, whatnot, whatever. You're just, I mean, I want to call it physics. You're low vibrational. Sure, you can move quickly, efficiently, but you cannot move nearly as fast as that which is high vibrational. You can't. It naturally moves faster to begin with. Why? Because it's a higher vibratory rate, literally. Sorry about it. I don't know what else you want me to tell you. There literally comes a point where you have to stop seeking through darkness because you can literally only go so far. There comes a point where you have to stop seeking seeking justice through darkness, because there is literally only so far you can go. I couldn't get it out without the interference. Only so far, literally only so far you can go. And from my understanding of it so far, you can't go past the 6th dimension, because the 6th dimension is where you learn the lesson of love. And darkness doesn't know love. Darkness refuses love. And love is the creator of everything. I understand why you would shy away from it. I understand why you would, I understand. You've been hurt. Love has hurt you in some way that to you is irreparable. But I'm here to tell you right now, there is only so far you can go. You will be capped. You will be limited if you cannot learn the lesson of love. Period. This is the law of the universe. And this literally is the law of the universe. It's the way things work. Don't know what else to tell you. So sorry about it. but you won't be able to keep up. Eventually, you will be outpaced. No other way around it. It's all an illusion anyway. But hey, we'll figure that out. What do we want to talk about, Spirit? Let's talk about the Ten of Pentacles. And I want to see what's coming next. What to prepare yourself for. I feel like there's a wrap-up happening with this Ten of Pentacles also. The images I'm getting is that you're at the end of your year. You're at the end of your course. You're finishing up your last paperwork. You're finishing your exit paperwork. In some cases, this could be like a final exam or a final paper or something. I feel like there are energies here with this Ten of Pentacles of wrapping something up somehow. You're wrapping this phase up and preparing for the next. So let's talk about that. Ten of Pentacles, please. Okay, so you have to actually turn something down. You have the Four of Cups with the Ace of Wands reversed. You have to literally turn something down. In some cases, part of the wrap-up of this situation involves you needing to actually say no, because quite literally, your lesson here was being discerning enough to say yes or no for yourself when you feel it's truly appropriate, and not allowing other people to sway you into doing something that you really don't want to do. You had to learn to say no. In other situations, you still have to say the word no, but that no creates a yes in other places. So you saying no in a certain sense closes an actual chapter for you, closes an actual pathway for you, and shifts everything in a different direction, because that no was affirming to a certain vibration that you are taking on. Queen of Wands, a certain fine tuning or a certain tuning to your law of attraction energy, if you want to call it that, to your vibration, to what you are in receptive of. It was affirming to that, and so now more of the energies can be shifted. You see, by saying no to this, Four of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse, by saying no to something specific, you effectively cut your energy off from it. You pull your energy away from it, and that energy can now go somewhere else. So I just heard part of wrapping up this conditioning. Hi, beautiful awakened soul. I love you too. I love you all. Self-love is the ultimate unconditional love, and the more we invest in self-improvement and development, it's like our life paths become more vivid and our only reality. Yes, yes, ethereal royalty. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Ten of Pentacles, please. Page of Pentacles. You have a new passion project. This feels like love. Well, there is love in it. But it feels like you've fallen in love with something. You have the Page of Pentacles here. It's almost as if you want to keep this secret also, because it's very precious to you. It's something you've fallen in love with. It might be a person, okay? So this could be a relationship that is growing, that has reached a certain level, that can now really grow and blossom into something beautiful, like my lettuce plants here that are literally flowering in front of me. Something you hold very dear to your heart. Something that holds great sentimental value for you. Now, this is all coming through as the Page of Pentacles. And it's the Page of Pentacles because this has such sentimental value to you that you want to grow and nurture it. This could even be yourself. This could be yourself. Wanting to love and grow and nurture yourself, wanting to be better to yourself, wanting to reshape, rebuild, remold yourself from the ground up. But at this point, or in this time, from a greater understanding of life, of yourself, of what it is you truly want. This is like reshaping yourself after going through childhood and then reaching adulthood from childhood. And you know, those times that you would say, if only I knew if only I knew back then what I know now. But it's like, it's almost like you're kind of going back to back then with what you know now, and are loving yourself differently, treating yourself differently, treating your reality differently, reprogramming your thoughts, your beliefs, your subconscious with great care, great devotion, great love, rebuilding yourself, Page of Pentacles, or whatever this love is for you here. You could even call it a passion project if you want. Yeah. Really cultivating this within yourself. Okay, the next card is, we have the Eight of Pentacles again. There you go. There's that consistency. Okay, so in the past, what you've done is you started a momentum of consistent work. We could say consistent self-improvement. Okay, and now that consistency, that energetic consistency, that follow through is following you over into this next phase in life, this next realm of existence, this soul level up. Wow. You know, you're really loud. Homeboy is just like parked right next to me. So I'm sorry if he's really loud to you. But I'm letting myself get distracted at this point. Sorry if it's really loud. Anyway, Eight of Pentacles. Now, right now what I'm doing is I'm clarifying this Page of Pentacles energy, right? This new love, this new passion project. And to get greater understanding of how you got here, your consistent effort has created a transformation that is now providing you with a new reality. Eight of Pentacles, death, Ace of Pentacles. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands again. There's that Eight of Wands. Clear, open space. Okay. All right. That's wonderful. I think I want to pull another story for the collective today. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Oh, wait. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to pull one more story for the collective today, and then that'll be it. Yeah, so... Alrighty. Anyway, Happy day to you all. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Please make sure to smash that like button for me. Like, share, comment, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Greatly appreciate it. This is a collective reading. This is a general reading. And this is a timeless reading. So, yeah. All right. Last channel for today for the collective. Let's see. Let's see what we've got for the collective. Last message, last story. Last pull for the day. All right. Ooh. 3 of Wands is the first card. Where are we going with this? This is a stark awareness for somebody. All of a sudden you're waking up to, whoa, wait a second, where are we going with this? This feels like a relationship. A stark reminder of who you were in the past has come to you. That's what I just heard. Rude awakening. You were rudely awakened to something you didn't expect seeing, hearing, feeling, experiencing with this person or in this situationship. It snuck up on you out of nowhere. Rude awakening. Where are we going with this? All of a sudden, something seems very similar to something you experienced in the past. You never expected this to happen. This is a wake-up call, judgment. The biggest thing about this wake-up call is that you have the right to choose. You have the ability to choose at this point because of your awareness. And I say this all the time. You can never change anything if you're not aware of it first. You did not expect this to happen. You also did not get into this situation or involved in this situation with intentions for this to happen. And yet here it is nonetheless. This is a blessing. Even though this is really frustrating, even though this is really upsetting, this is absolutely a blessing. A blessing in disguise, okay? Or at least Spirit wants you to really try your hardest to look at it that way. Hello, everyone. Welcome. What's going on with this story, Spirit? This 3 of Wands here. This does feel like a romantic relationship. This 3 of Wands, the bulk of this energy feels like romance. Ooh, shit. Okay, check it out. This is romance, okay? This is mostly romance. Take it as it resonates. You have the Ace of Cups, to the 10 of Cups, to the 2 of Wands, to the 6 of Wands. So, there is a relationship that you have given an offer to, or that you want to give an offer to lead you to the 10 of Cups. What I'm feeling with the Ace of Cups to the 10 of Cups is this is an understanding of how you would reach your 10 of Cups. This is a long-term dream in terms of how you see yourself getting the 10 of Cups, getting your 10 of Cups, ultimately. But there's something here about you needing to choose to leave the past behind. Because ultimately, that way of you receiving your 10 of Cups is toxic. Overall energy is the devil. The devil, the 9 of Swords, but then the 10 of Pentacles. There's the 10 of Pentacles again. You're not getting it this way. So why continue to pursue it? You see, this is a square. This is what a square will do. We talked about that earlier in this reading, in this session. So if you skipped ahead during the time scamps, Timestamps are a scam, yes. In many cases, because they're misleading you, they're taking you away from the fullness of the message. So maybe I won't timestamp this then. Never mind. But if you skipped the first half, you might want to go back and watch that, because we have a square. This Mercury, which is retrograde night right now, is going to be squaring with Saturn this whole time during its retrograde motion. And I forgot to mention, Saturn goes retrograde right when Mercury stations direct. Brace yourself, kids. You know, I didn't explain this, but I didn't have the download at the time cued in my head, so I'm going to do it now. So I guess it's relevant now. Okay, Charlotte, excellent. But wait, don't do it yet. Wait, because we have Mercury retrograde right now, and that is squaring up with Saturn. And in terms of true sidereal astrology, which is what I practice here on this channel, Saturn is in Capricorn. And Saturn being in Capricorn is providing a very driven energy to this structure, to this way of being. So, right now we have Mercury retrograde, which is Mercury retrograde, right? Okay. But throughout the entirety of this retrograde of Mercury, Mercury will be squaring up with Saturn. So that's adding extra tension to your retrograde experience, first and foremost. Now, take into account that the moment, the day that Mercury stations fully direct, which will be June 4th, Saturn is starting to station retrograde. Yeah, kids. But let's look at it this way. Mercury retrograde is giving you a chance to learn about something new, to learn how to do something, learn a new skill, learn about this new environment that you find yourself in on a soul level, because our souls have gone through an upgrade. Whether you see it that way right now or not, that's happened. And it is happening. Okay. This is giving you specific insight into how to break these patterns. So if you find yourself saying, whoa, where are we going with this? I'm just realizing what this is, or I'm just starting to realize how detrimental this is. There's that wake-up call. Now is the time for you to learn how to break free during the Mercury retrograde. And then once Saturn starts going retrograde, then you will have a real chance to rebuild. Because I see any retrograde motion as a way to rebuild something, a way to tear something down and build it in a new way, build it back up in a new way. We get, and luckily Saturn is one of the bigger planets. Saturn usually goes direct like retrograde like once a year. So we get multiple opportunities to rebuild these structures in our lives quite frequently. I mean, once a year. Mercury, we get more and more of that, but we at least get some sort of reprieve with Saturn going retrograde once every year. That gives us a chance to rebuild some things. Excuse me. Excellent, Rose. I love that. In the past, I was looking for love in a more logical, safe way. And during this eclipse, I saw how opening up and having fun is much more fun. That's excellent, Charlotte. Hi, Ivy. All right. I want to talk about this devil some more. Actually, I'm going to use this clarifying deck here. Let's talk a little bit more about this devil energy. You guys, it is so hot and so humid. Like, when I first moved here, I didn't experience much of the humidity, but now this is humid. Oh yeah. Or I didn't feel it. I just never felt humid. Now I do. All right, the devil. Tell us more about the devil, please. This attachment, the codependency. Five of Swords is the first card. Lose-lose situation, lose-lose energy. The Lovers. So you recognize that this was a lose-lose energy, and you stepped into the power of making a decision for yourself. You weighed up the options, and you recognized that you were needlessly holding on to something. You were holding on to something that the universe had been trying to take from you for the longest time in order to provide you with what it is you truly seek or what it is you truly desire. But you had to make the decision. Wow, you had to make the decision for yourself. You had to come out of this energy of feeling trapped or feeling boxed in, like you couldn't make a decision, and recognize that you always had the choice to begin with. The devil, Five of Swords, but then to the Lovers. Overall energy here is the one and the only Tower. This is a major life-changing event. This has everything to do with the soul evolution or expansion or completion of a life lesson that your soul has desired. Everything to do with that. Underneath the Tower is the Nine of Pentacles to the to the Fool, to the Chariot. Beautiful, you guys. Excellent work. Very, very proud of you. Very, very happy for you here. Yes? Let's close this out with a message from the Crystal Mandala Oracle. Closing message. For the collective. Integration from the crown to the root is depicted on the Tower. Yep. That's right. Charlotte, you've been feeling so much change and finalizing endings. That's great. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. I've been eating a lot of fruit lately. I've been on a pretty good fruit cleanse. That's been helping a lot. Godspeed, everyone. Yes. Everything's going to be all right. Maybe I am, Charlotte. I've been kind of wondering about that. Hi, African Oneness. All right, guys. Here's our closing oracle message. Card number 43. This comes out pretty often, pretty frequently for the collective here. Goddess Matanji and Heliotrope, excuse me. Already, there is value. This came out a few days ago, in which I figured out, was it here that happened, or was it on Patreon? It might have been on Patreon. But I finally figured out how to pronounce this, how to say this card. The correct canon, I think it's called, in which to say it so that it makes sense. Not canon. Inflection? I don't, whatever. Already, there is value. Like, there should be a comma between already and there is value. Okay, whatever. 43. 43 boils down to a 7. So a 7 is good karma. What do I want to read? The second part of this. The innovative, creative mind tends to be future-oriented. It can see how things could be. There is excitement for what is yet to be and a desire to embrace the new, and perhaps a feeling of excitement for what is unusual and stands apart from what has been. This can be healthy and helpful. Newness can bring energy and uplifting change. It is wise, however, to not rapidly cast away all that has been to make space for the new. It is a question of discernment and degree. Sometimes it will be appropriate to tame extreme measures to purge the past. At other times, it is simply not necessary. And if you do not pause to consider the value of what you are releasing, you may lose valuable resources that will support your future. Perhaps it is an idea that will need to be further worked upon for the full divine brilliance to be revealed. Or a connection that already exists is going to unexpectedly rise up and support you and your divine work in some way. Whether there is an old idea half completed, an opportunity not yet acted on, or information not yet taken in and digested, the oracle says that something valuable is right under your nose. It may well be the very thing that helps you bridge the past and the future. You are guided to sit with your creative efforts and what already exists in your life with your relationships, your possessions, the information you have at your disposal. Is there information, a project, situation, or inner guidance you have already received that you are yet to fully integrate and apply in your life? Is there something within that could be beneficial to you? Use your intuition. Allow yourself to feel for your inner guidance. Is there something you have too quickly dismissed as trash that could actually be transformed into treasure? If you are inspired to reinvigorate a past practice, to revive or reinvent yourself, a brand or a project, then the oracle brings encouragement for this process. If you are going through a creative process of growth, perhaps having completed a body of work with a certain philosophy or approach and now feeling to head in a different direction, or perhaps as a parent now stepping into a professional arena, for example, this oracle brings you guidance. Do not dismiss the value of what you have done up until this point. It is in no way diminished because you are growing. You are growing because you have done all you have done, that Eight of Pentacles energy. Your past efforts can continue to have a positive impact in the lives of others, even whilst you move on with your life into a next phase of your journey. That last message, that last paragraph was extremely powerful. There you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this helped to bring you clarity. I love you all. Thank you for being here. It did come out here. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. Yes, I felt that time to branch out and embrace things we have left out. Yep. You got it, Rose. Aloha. I love you all. I hope you have a fantastic day. Last message, card 51, Goddess Isis and Isis Crystal. She shall always prevail. And we're at that. We're going to leave it right there. She shall always prevail. Nature, Mother Earth, Gaia, the divine feminine, life, the life force, the life impulse, love will always prevail. Bye.